Thank you very much, Sugan. And Salaam Alaikum to everyone. May peace always be upon you. Musa, thank you very much for recognizing that we're on Treaty 6 territory. Because we can't talk about oppression in other places of the world without recognizing that that same oppression exists right here on this land. And I know that many of you know what I'm talking about. Because this land is not originally the land of Caucasian people. It was a land of indigenous people. It's also a land that the Métis people of Alberta also share an intimate connection with. I'm going to circle back around to that because things are moving forward. But first I want to talk about the whole concept of oppression. Oppressors and the oppressed. And I don't know how many of you have read Paulo Freire, who's a popular education writer from Brazil, who's influenced a lot of social movements throughout Latin America and of course the world through his writings. But he talked about how it is the responsibility of the oppressed to educate the oppressor. You know, it's difficult, and I'll even admit it myself, that being in a situation where you see such an incredible oppression happening in the world, you feel frustrated, you feel angry, and some people even let themselves go into that place of hatred. But that's exactly the opposite of what we need to do. Now, I'm not saying don't feel frustrated. I'm not saying don't feel angry. But make sure that you use that energy that you're feeling for doing positive things in the world. Because let me tell you, like Musa was talking about, there are politicians and people in this world that will always seek to divide the community. Divide us rather than unite us. Because they're afraid of what can happen when we are united and we stand together. When we're united and we stand together and we have dialogue with one another, we can recognize that what the other person is going through is an injustice, and we automatically feel some kind of empathy for the person that we're getting to know. And this is what we need more of. Now, the last time that I was up on these steps in front of majority Palestinian and Palestinian supporter groups, we were talking about going out there, each one of us, and talking to 100 people about what is happening in Palestine. That was over a month ago. And I'm hoping that we're all getting out there and we're talking to people. Because as it's been pointed out tonight, so many times the oppressor takes the narrative and twists it. It's part of how they divide people. They make it seem like what they're saying is good, but really, in fact, what they're saying is covering up the true sense of what they are doing. I also want to recognize that this day, Al-Quds Day, was specifically created and is connected to the holy month of Ramadan. Why is this important? Because this time, as each and every one of you know here, is a time where we are called to fast and reflect, to go hungry, to go thirsty, and to think about what it means for the other people out there in the world that are going without food and without water. So that we can recognize that these injustices are happening and then call us to do something about it. That our Creator calls us to do something about this. So it doesn't matter if you're indigenous, or Christian, or Jew, or Muslim, or whatever faith it is, your Creator is calling you to do something about the injustice that's happening in the world. So the question that we all have to ask ourselves is, what are we going to do about these injustices that are happening? And this is where I want to circle back to the Indigenous people here, of Treaty 6, of Treaty 7, and Treaty 8, of all Alberta, and of course all across Canada. It's absolutely essential that we educate our youth about the social and historical injustices that were happening right here on this own land, just as much as we are talking about the historical injustices that have happened on other lands, and in this particular case, that have happened to the Palestinian people and continues to happen to the Palestinian people. We have an amazing job to do, an incredible job to do, a difficult job to do. But it is our Creator that calls us to do it. And I want to share with you that, for me, there is no better way to serve the Creator than to serve His creation. I'll wrap up by saying, ladies and gentlemen, that you will always have an ally in me. I will always work to educate people about what is happening in Palestine and what is happening in terms of the injustices. Let's continue working together. Let's get out there and educate people, and especially our youth. Make sure that they never forget. And let's keep serving God by serving His creation. Thank you very much.